Hello everyone, so it's me again, Nicole. Very nice to see you. So today I'm going to do quite a short video. There was someone who Facebook messaged me and sent me a picture of a certain look they wanted me to try, and I decided, okay, well, this morning I will try it. And I can't show you how it looks because it's on this phone, but basically the crease is like a pinkish color blended out with an orange, and then the outer V is like a purple color, and then it's also a cut crease with like a very light shimmery color. So I'm going to try and achieve this look today, but I'm just going to focus on the eyes, come back, do the rest of the face, show you the finished look. So of course I started my morning routine with my vitamin C face wash, serum, and my day and night cream. I also did not apply my SPF 50 primer yet. I will do it as I do my makeup. But then of course at night also exactly the same steps: vitamin C face wash, serum, and the day and the night cream. And then you do not use the SPF 50 primer at night. However, if you have some breakouts that you want, because it's a medicated primer, that you want to just actually let it disappear, you can just layer it on the area. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to prime my eyes. So I'm going to put the primer on my eyes and then a little bit of my foundation and set it with a teeny tiny bit of powder, but just like a little bit of powder, because I want to just make it a little bit more smoother for me to blend. Okay, so it's very easy. The SPF 50 primer has SPF 50 in it, which is fantastic because you know the sun is harsh. And also the SPF 50 primer fills in your pores, the fine lines and the wrinkles. When you do apply the primer all over your face, you will actually see it actually lightens the marks already, and then you just apply your corrector and your foundation. And also it just gives you a smoother and matte surface to apply your foundation, and it helps it to last longer. And it's a medicated primer that helps with breakouts as well, and that's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to now just take my brush here and apply a little bit of my foundation on my eyes. So my color foundation is called Color Ivory, but I have noticed that I am like a half a shade darker than I used to be, because I spent some time in the sun. So sometimes it looks like the ivory is maybe a little bit, not really, but a little bit too light for me, like a tad. But I just use a darker powder now just to even out the color so that it matches my actual skin tone. There we go. I can also just use a darker foundation, but I really like the color of ivory because I do have a yellow undertone, and the ivory is also a little bit yellow undertone, so it just matches very well for me. Okay, so now I'm just going to apply a little bit of powder number 7 on my eye. I feel so out of breath because I ran up and down the stairs twice, and now I'm just like out of breath. So I'm like, wow, I need to start exercising because I cannot be this unfit. Okay, so I'm just gonna apply literally just a tad, a little bit of powder just to make it smooth for me. Okay, and now I'm going to go in with doing the eyebrows with the eyebrow tattoo. So I'm quickly going to do it and come back. Okay, so I did my eyebrows and I applied some of the foundation above and in the front for when I do the whole face, so that when I do the blending part, I do not smudge actual foundation on the eyebrow because I'm trying to blend it in close. So now I'm going to take, of course, my Endless Possibilities palette, and I'm going to start with the crease. So the color that it was in the crease, it was like a pinkish color. Yes, and then it blends out in an orange. So I'm just going to use Plum Baby, this pink color here, because it was quite a bright pink. So I'm not going to use the Hottie, which is more a neutral pink, soft pink. So I'm first going to draw like the shape I want it to be. And in the picture, it was also like a sharp end. So that's why we also do it first, the eyes, because then we can create that sharp end. So just lift your chin to apply the eyeshadow in more space, because if you do this you don't have a lot of space, but if you do this you have a lot of space. And I'm going to put the pink like just above my crease line. So for now it looks quite messy, but this is the process. Trust the process. Okay, lift my chin so that I have more space to work on my eye. And I saw that the pink is not very thick, so that's why I'm trying to apply the pink like thinner than I usually do. Like with my natural look yesterday, I applied the brown where I did the pink now, but much thicker obviously. So this is thinner. Okay, now because I don't want it to have like a harsh line, I'm going to take the small fluffy brush again, and I'm just going to go in circular motions just to smoothen it out so that it doesn't look like just this harsh line. But it's not going to be smoothened out completely, because I'm going to do that with the orange when I blend it out with the orange. Exactly on the other side, going in circular motions. There we go. Okay, so this is how it looks at the moment. I know it always like, what? That doesn't look right, but it all comes together. So I'm also going to apply it here just at the outer corner. I saw with the cut crease in the picture, the cut crease goes quite far until the end, basically. So I'm just going to apply the pink here. And now I'm going to take the bigger fluffy brush, and I'm going to use orange, which is, there's so many different kinds of oranges. So I don't know if I want to use quite the bright orange, which is cherry pop or rust, or like a very neutral one like sandstone. I'm going to use rust because cherry pop's very bright, so I'm going to use rust because I used sandstone yesterday. So I'm going to take the bigger side of my fluffy brush, apply the rust just a tad, not a lot, and now I'm just going to blend it out on the edges of this pink line. And going back and forth with the orange. And you apply more product as you go, because it just helps with the blending process to make it easier and quicker. There we go. Going in circular motions, going back and forth until I can see, okay, it looks nice and smoothened out. I mean, look at the difference by just blending it out with the orange. I mean, that's a massive difference. So I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. I basically take the orange on the pink, not completely, but like on the edge, and just pass it to blend it out, you see? Okay. Rust. There we go. Almost took the wrong orange. And now you just blend it out like that. Circular motions, back and forth. And if you maybe see, okay, your one eye is lighter than the other one, or the one eye is darker than the other one, then you can just add more until they are the same. So that is exactly why I add a little product at a time, because it helps with the blending, and also because then I can actually have more control over the same lightness or darkness or the same pigment. Like I don't want the one eye to be maybe more pigmented than the other eye. So I just use a little product at a time and just build up the color until it's the same on both sides. Massive difference. Okay, so now I'm just quickly going to do my cut crease. So I'm going to put foundation on this lid where it's bare with nothing, and I'm going to look up, and then it's going to smudge over there, and then I'll just follow that line. As you can see, I did the cut crease on the one eye, and it's quite far. It ends quite far than how I usually do it, because in the picture it ended quite far. So now I'm just going to show you how I did it, the cut crease. So I apply my ivory foundation on my lid, I look up, it smudges, and now I'm just going to follow that smudge line, because a cut crease is, it goes past your actual crease on the eye, and if you do not make it high enough, it's going to smudge on the rest where you don't want it to smudge. So the best way for me to do it is put it on the lid, look up, let it smudge, and then follow that smudge line and fill it in like that. You see. But now for this part, I actually quite like using a much smaller application brush, just because I want the cut crease to look more smoother. So you can see, like, it's a very small one. And now I'm just going to follow the line like this and make it even, because with the bigger brush, you tend to not have it or get it smooth enough. So I just want to check if they are the same. So I can see that I need to fill in more at the front. And yes, you just use foundation to do it. So I'll quickly fill this in and come back. Okay, so now that's how it looks, and I'm going to use my Charlotte Beauty highlighting palette. So you can use this palette for highlighting, or you can actually use it for eyeshadow as well. So in the picture I saw that it was quite, not completely white, but it was like this champagne-y shimmery color, and this is a champagne-y shimmery color. So I'm going to take an application brush and I'm going to apply this shimmery color all over the foundation to basically set it as well. Okay, there we go. So now I'm just going to apply it, see, all over the actual foundation part. Just adding some more. There we go, and just tapping it on. And you can do exactly the same method and just use different colors than what I have used today. You can use any colors, neutral colors, blue, purple, green, whatever color you want, but using the same method. Then it looks like you can do 50 different looks, but actually you're just swapping and changing the colors. Okay, other side. Setting it. Okay. Sorry, my table is quite low. I must actually get a higher table for my makeup, because I think my table's it is a little bit lower than I prefer. That's fine, and that's done. So now I saw that the outer V. Where's all this glitter coming from? There was even glitter in my hair yesterday, like in the video I made. I saw like a little glitter in my hair and on my forehead. But anyway, so yes, now it's set nicely, and you can just take the product with the brush with the excess product on, and just at the edges go a little bit past, just so that it doesn't look like a harsh stopping line. Now I'm going to take this same brush, the small fluffy brush and I'm going to apply Amethyst. Amethyst is a shimmery color. In the picture it is not shimmery, but I'm going to use a shimmery color because the burgundy is a little bit too dark if I want to do exactly what the picture showed. So I'm going to apply the Amethyst on the outer V, just like this. Okay. Okay, and now on the other side, it's not blended yet. I'm just basically putting it on first and making sure I'm applying it at the same on both eyes. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm going to take a little, I'll just use the same one, the bigger fluffy brush, tap it a little bit in the purple and just go in circular motions all back and forth just to blend it out. Okay, and on the other side, I'm going to apply my liquid eyeliner and my lashes off camera, and then I'll come back with that, with the end result, and then I'll do the whole face. Okay, so that's blended in. I'm now just going to do the eyeliner and the lashes. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up the edges to make it neat with my makeup remover from Shiloh Beauty and just the cotton bud, and you can see like that it's not a mess, but it goes over. So I'm just going to clean it up so that it's sharp and clean like that. And then I'm going to come back and you'll see I did my whole face, like powder, corrector, primer, everything. Okay, so I'm back. So this is the completed look. I also completed or applied the pink and the purple under the eye as eyeshadow and as eyeliner. I used the eyeshadow as eyeliner. And then I applied the mascara as well. And I actually used the brown lip liner to line my lips, and I actually colored my lips in a little bit with the brown lip liner as well. And then I applied like this peachy sparkly color all over it. So then I've got this nudie brown look. But this is the finished look. This is how it looks like. And you guys, please keep an eye out on my page. I have like super exciting news that's happening at about the end of this month, but I cannot announce it yet, but exciting things are to come. And I hope that this helped you to try it as well at home. You can use exactly the same technique with different colors, then it looks like you can do so many different kinds of looks. So this is the look. I did my contouring, the blush, a little bit of highlighter. I also, before I applied my foundation and my powder, I applied the corrector, Color Latte. And then I applied ivory all over my face. And then I used powder number 5 on my face, and under the eyes I used powder number 7. Alright, and I also applied the SPF 50 primer before I did everything else. So this is the finished look. Hope you like it. Okay, so it was so nice to see you all again, and thank you for watching my live, and I will see you soon. Bye.